Welcome to the Progress Lab, a podcast where we explore what it really takes to progress in life, here to succeed in life and to become a higher, better version of yourself. I'm your host, Costo Riso, and today I have another inspiring voice with me, right, where he's going to share a journey with us, right, expand more in terms of how he made it to be where he is. And based on what he will be sharing with us, pay attention because of he will be sharing tools where you can learn ABC. And after learning ABC, you gotta make it practical. You go and apply it in your life so that you can get the results that you want. So I am joined today by Tshepo Matlou. Ooh, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
How are you feeling?
And I feel good.
Do you feel good?
I feel good.
Do you feel relaxed?
I feel inspired already.
Okay.
Yeah, to be here. It's just an inspiration.
No, that's beautiful. Let me share a little bit about Tshepo Matlou. I know him personally. I work with him most of the time. So, but yeah, for your sake, I have to tell you who he is. So, Tshepo Matlou is a mindfulness facilitator, life and leadership coach, yeah, author of a book called Freedom, and the speaker with over 22 years of experience in public and private sector leadership positions. And also, Tshepo provides life coaching, executive coaching, business coaching, and team coaching to organizations and individuals. Coach my coach. I can hear the titles are speaking a lot about what you do and what you have acquired. But basically, who is Tshepo Matlou? Aside being a coach, who is Tshepo Matlou?
Tshepo is somebody from nobody.
Okay. That's quite catchy, actually.
Yes. I come from a place called Nobody. I speak my actual first language is a language called Kilobedu.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And my second language that I spoke was Tsonga.
I'm sure you're surprised because of you see his skin tone.
Yes.
And what he's saying doesn't match.
Yes. My third language is actually Sepedi.
Okay, so Sepedi is your third language.
Yes, okay. Because my mother got married to Mr. Matlou.
Oh, okay.
Later when I was a teenager, and we changed the surname, and that's when we stayed with him.
Okay.
But I would like for people to remember me as an ordinary person. Okay. Coming from humble beginning, I would say that Tshepo is a very humbled person, right? Very patient with people, with myself, and always looking at opportunities to grow others, develop others, and help others to become better in the multiple areas of life.
I see.
I do not want to be remembered by titles and qualifications. I do not want to be remembered by wealth. I want to be remembered as someone from nobody who inspired others to become something.
Okay.
And I think that will define who I am. I'm a father, I'm a brother, I'm a husband, I have 6 children, and ordinary guy.
Okay.
Ordinary guy.
Ordinary guy.
Yes.
Ordinary guy from nobody. He is now somebody. And he is saying that he likes to inspire others from nobody's situation to somebody's situation, or from nothing to something. And have you always wanted to do this, though? Have you always knew that your line of work is in inspiring others, is in uplifting others? Or, yeah, where did this come from?
I think it came from my childhood. I think most people watching will ask themselves, who is actually this guy?
Yeah.
Especially from a race point of view. So my father is white and my mother is black. And growing up in the village outside Tsanin, I realized early in life that I needed to fight for myself. Okay. I needed to stand up for myself. I needed to guide myself through things.
Why is that though? Why did you need to fight for yourself?
I think because growing up being isolated as a white child or colored child was very difficult for me. You're walking on the street and you hear mlongo, mlongo, mlongo. And it was difficult because I always ask myself, why am I looking different?
Did you knew you were different?
No,
Based on what? Yeah,
I didn't.
you did.
Actually didn't. It's only like when people were telling me I'm different.
Then you started to, okay.
But I was inspired by my sister.
Okay.
She told me at a very young age, she said, our mother used to drink umqombothi, the traditional beer.
Yeah.
And that's how I became this color.
Oh. So through the drinking?
Yes, she was drinking it. And now, can I tell you, I believed it.
Okay. So she saved you.
She saved me. Yeah. So I used to tell people, no, I'm black. I just have a tone that is deeper, lighter because of my mom who used to drink umqombothi. But then I noticed early that I was involved in a lot of things where I was leading.
Okay.
So if we were doing a dance group, I would lead. If we were doing like a choir, when I was in standard 2 or what we call grade 4 now, I was actually part of our primary school choir. Okay. And I was a leader.
Oh, okay.
And then when I went to high school, I was a leader in the SRC or what they call LRC.
Yeah.
I was a captain of softball. I was involved in chess, volleyball, soccer, karate, table tennis.
You've been busy, man.
Yes.
Okay.
And I realized early that I needed to remove the stigma of my race. So I started building on stories. So I used to be a very good storyteller when I was young.
Okay.
That's the first. The second thing is I realized that people needed inspiration. So I shifted away from a guy that was said to have ADHD to a focused guy who was getting 90 and 100%
in your studies.
In my studies.
Okay.
And I used to say that I'm in my head without telling people. I'm doing this so that people can actually get inspiration.
Okay.
And shockingly, when I did well, they will say, it's a white man's child.
Because you're doing well.
Yeah. Then when I didn't do well, they said, no, it's the mother spirit.
So if it's bad, it goes together with blackness. If they're doing good, it's I guess.
So, but I just took my decision that I was going to just create inspirations. I was actually one of the first young people in our community to have a voice in our community meetings. Wow. We call it Lehotla. Okay. Whereby our community elders and leaders will come together.
Yeah.
The way I was inspiring, they would actually listen to me. So if I was suggesting something, they will actually concede.
Because look who God.
Oh, so it was that. And even when I went to college, I was, first semester, I was already one of the leaders in my class. I was become of the leadership of the whole college.
So you've been leading.
And then I was in the youth. Church, and I was a leader at church as well, where I came close to being a deacon at church.
Okay.
And it's those things that I would say inspired me to be who I am.
Okay.
Because at the age of 21, I became the youngest manager for one of the biggest groups in South Africa.
Ooh, 21.
21 years old.
Okay.
And to shock you, even the person who appointed me found out after appointing me that I was 21.
Oh, they didn't know?
They didn't know.
Okay.
They knew when I had to readmit my documents.
Okay, then they saw the age there.
And they're like, hey, oh, sorry, we thought you're older.
Okay.
So when I was young, people always thought I was older than my age.
Your age, okay.
Even when I started working, people thought I was older than my age.
Okay.
And I must say that I think started teaching me a lot. And my leadership was, when I was in that first job, it was grounded around understanding culture. Okay. It was grounded around respecting others. Okay. It was grounded around inclusion. It was grounded around building people so that they can become better.
I see.
I had this vision there, if I can be, somebody else can be.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah, so definitely. I did not have fear, I think.
And this is why the Progress Lab, because of the Progress Lab, we were saying, through your journey, through what you're sharing, what you have encountered in life, if one can learn one or two, then it can be possible for that to happen.
Yes.
Because of life is that progressive.
I like how you said what you just said now, because it reminded me of something.
Yeah.
When I was appointed as a manager at 21, I had not completed my studies.
Okay.
And I managed people who were more qualified than me.
How was that?
And by the way, also the management found out after appointing me that
you don't have qualifications.
Yes. If they're watching this today, they're for sure they're retired. They're like, Tshepo Matlou. But it was through what I was capable of doing that inspired them
to appoint you to that position.
Yes.
What were you doing though?
One is I was always having initiatives.
Okay.
So if, let's say, because it was in the hotel, so if somebody to carry the bag is not there, I'm carrying the bag.
Okay.
If the switchboard, somebody has stepped away, I'm
the other one too. Okay.
If there's somebody checking in or somebody wants to go to the bar, they want a drink, I'm running there. And by the way, I was not forced
to do that.
I thought that the guest services was about going beyond a call of duty.
I see.
So I would actually do things that others would not do. Others would be like, "Hi, Tshepo, you like doing everything.
Okay.
You're not paid for that."
Yeah.
In my inspiration was, I will do what I can, not what I'm paid to do.
Do you hear that, guys? Sometimes you got to go a little bit extra,
Yes,
so that you can become that extraordinary person, right? Volunteer, guys. Volunteer to do certain things. Yes, you might not be paid for that, but you are gaining experience through that, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what they saw after that in you.
It is, and I think it inspires a conversation around whether we work for money or money work for us. When we focus on working for money, we will chase it until we go to the grave.
I hear you.
When we want money to work for us, it means we live within what we can afford while making more money to be able to secure ourselves.
I see.
And, young people that I'm coaching and mentoring, I'm finding that somebody is 23, they are thinking about GTI. Somebody at 25, they're thinking about a big house in Sandton.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, I see your vision in terms of items.
Yeah.
I would like to understand your vision in terms of how you serve.
I see.
Our life is about serving. And you can serve and make money.
True.
Yes. And the reason we have these challenges in, I don't want to mention the brands, but the reason we have these challenges in shops, in restaurants, in fast foods, where people are giving us bad service is because they're not inspired.
True. They're just working for money.
Yes, they're working for money. And our society has changed.
Yeah.
We lack morals. That is why young children as young as 5 years old are getting raped. That is why young people as young as 13 are becoming pregnant.
Yeah.
Who is impregnating them? Sometimes it's older people.
It's true, most of the time.
We are losing our humanity. It's no more just about police, ANC, soldiers, nurses. It's us. We are the people who are in government. We are the people who are in the banks.
Yeah.
We are in the people in insurance companies. We are the people who are in these universities.
We are the society. When we keep saying the society, we are the society ourselves.
So we're blaming everything but ourselves. And I think it's driven by living a life without a purpose.
Do you know your purpose?
Yes.
What is your purpose?
Yes, my purpose is to serve.
To serve.
To serve others, inspiring them to break from what holds them back from becoming a successful person.
How do we advise somebody who wants to discover their purpose?
It's few things.
Yeah.
Number one is purpose is something that we are born with. Purpose is not something we're going to look for.
Okay.
Purpose is not something we're going to Google or search online. Purpose actually has been there with you all the time. It's just that you have to find it.
Okay.
Now, there are a few ways. Between the age of 7 and 14, majority of young people will start dreaming. And the dreams are always attached to purpose.
See.
Now, majority of people who are older, you ask them, what did you always want to do?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Yes. There are things that come to you directly and they are related to only you.
That's true.
Yes. It's like you saying to me, Coach, I've always wanted to have a voice.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at you today in this show and I'm thinking,
And that is so true, Coach. Mina, when I was young, 8 or 10 years, I saw myself holding a mic in multitude of people. Then I thought I'll be a singer because I was chasing the dream of holding the mic. And look at me where I am today. But then I thought maybe this mic thing is singing. But I pursued singing, although I don't have that voice. But I pursued singing because all I wanted was the mic. But till now, I now understand that the mic is not through the singing, but it's actually now speaking.
Yes. So it means that the purpose has located you.
Yeah, true.
When purpose locates you, even the pressure of doing this becomes less.
It's effortless.
Yes. So you will see there are people who are chasing everything else, but not purpose. So you want to have a big house. Having a big house is not part of a purpose. It's part of wanting a shelter to be safe when it rains, ceiling and stuff. It's not a purpose. Driving a big car, most expensive, it's not a purpose.
True.
But do we need transport? Yes.
True.
Do we need house? Yes.
Yeah.
But these things must be a benefit
of
that comes out of pursuing a purpose. So between the age of 7 and 14, majority of all of us, we have a dream. And this dream is specific. You hear children saying, I want to be a doctor. And then parents sometimes will redirect the purpose. They will redirect the dream. You might find that you went to university, you studied accounting, but you are a personal trainer. You went to university to study medicine, but you're a DJ.
I hear you.
And there's nothing wrong. I see one of the celebrities who's a medical doctor and he's doing a lot of dancing. And I'm like, okay, wow. When he dances, you can see he's in his own world. But now you have children.
Responsibility.
Yes. You start to have people who then watches things online and they want to become it. When you want to become like others, you are going to face the struggles that they have faced. And that is why looking for what we call a role model, it's an interesting concept. No, it's an interesting concept because role model, we must pick up. You once spoke about this before when you talked about one of the famous show host in America. And the whole idea is when we work towards working with a role model, we are modeling something specific, not the whole
person.
So what we do is we model the whole person. We even have the same problem with the children. We have the same of their situation with the financial challenges. I used to say this. There was a man I used to look up to, rest in peace, and he's late now. And he was, let's say, in his 50s at the time when I was talking to him, Dr. whoever. And I was like in my 20-something. And we're talking about how I look up to him. And he turned around and he said, Tshepo, you can become what you're supposed to become this year. I became this big when I was around 45, 46. So do you want to be like me?
You want to start at that age or what?
I'm inspiring you at a late age. But when you are young and you can become now.
Definitely.
And that actually taught me a lesson that sometimes we follow people who have faced struggles. And it brings the whole thing of, can we lead ourselves into purpose? And because then purpose will have to find you. I always say it will locate you and then find you and then connect you. So people might not actually see it. Somebody could say, I'm working on radio. How is that my purpose? Or I'm working on TV, or I'm working as a nurse. How is the purpose? The purpose is not the title. The purpose is the act or the delivery, the doing. Yes. So you might find that you're a radio personality and your show, people like it because of how you present. They don't like radio per se. They wouldn't even want to listen to radio, but they like you. And I think that is important. You might find yourself being a nurse in hospital. We know this in South Africa. Certain hospitals, when you go to, they can even predict you're not going to come back because of their service. But you might find this one nurse there
who is so passionate.
Ooh, she will drive and she will make sure people are, she's saving people's lives because that's her drive. But there's somebody there who wants a pay slip. And that is why leading self becomes...
And then the question goes back to you, a listener, do you do what you do because you love it or you're doing it for survival? If it is done for survival, how can you make it work for you? Because if we are tired of having bitternesses, we are tired of having people who are just working but not serving.
Yes.
So we're still sharing how to discover that purpose, that you have to, you should please go back to that part. What are those practical tools that one can do to discover thing called purpose?
So always go back to your younger self.
Okay.
In mindfulness, we have this thing about visiting younger self to understand and to rethink and say, what was I thinking about?
Okay.
And if you can't do that, it's still okay.
Right.
What you can then do now today is to say, what are things that I'm doing without feeling a pressure and frustration?
Okay.
So there are people who would be in a position or a job where they feel so much pressured. They feel so much heaviness because it's not part of their calling.
Yeah.
There's a metaphor I use, which is called the metaphor of the bridge,
Okay.
whereby each and every human being will go through the difficulties or the shortfalls or setbacks.
Yeah.
And they will have to recover and pick up the pieces and move on.
Yeah.
Now, there's a concept called being connected with pain. So when you become comfortable with a painful situation, that it becomes part of your life.
It becomes a no.
Yes.
No
more. You're in a job you don't like. You're in a job that is not part of your purpose, but it's part of your journey.
I see.
So in 2 years of being in that job, you already have this idea of studying something else, but you're making excuses. You cannot study that because you don't have enough money, because you have to buy the car of your dream. But actually your purpose is still part of your drive towards, that journey.
Yeah.
So let's say you buy that car and then 2 years passes, but all of a sudden you have so much debts and you cannot pursue your purpose anymore because you have to serve or service the debts.
Yeah.
Right?
You're settled now in the debt.
Yes. The purpose does not disconnect.
I see.
No, the purpose just parks. It's like something that is waiting for you.
It's always there.
Yeah. 10 years later, I've met people who are still thinking about studying or doing something that they thought about 10 years ago.
Even now.
20 years.
They haven't started.
They have not started.
I see.
And then at retirement, you hear somebody saying, I've decided to pursue this. When I listen to some of my clients, they're talking about things that they wanted to 20 years or 30 years ago, but they were not able to because society has too much expectations. What kills our purpose is because we consult too much. We ask people's opinion. We also have fear to pursue our purpose because we need to provide.
I see.
And people who are looking in, they're thinking, how are you going to make money? You have children. They need to go to school. You have a wife or you have a husband. So now that pushes us out of a purpose. Yes. So if we want to pursue purpose, and if young people are watching this, I would like for you to take this lesson.
Yeah.
That we need to stop having young people having children at a young age.
Please. They can't be like us.
No, they can't. I had my first child when I was 18.
Yeah, that's young.
Yes. And I can tell you today, when I look back, I'm thinking I could have done better.
Yeah.
Right? If you're watching this, because it gives you a lot of fear. There are risks that I couldn't take, by the way.
Of course. You are
right to pay school fees.
Of course. You are a father.
Yeah.
You're not a child anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, hold on tight to everything. And I mean it literally. Hold on tight to everything. If you're a young man, there's no rush to sex. If you're a young woman, there's no rush to having a child or sex. You need to start thinking about how do I develop myself to become a better human being to fulfill my purpose on this earth before I die. And that cannot be having 7 children by the age of 23.
They take away from you.
It takes away, right? Yeah. So that is the first thing. The second thing is we need to go beyond what our parents are saying about what we should become. And we need to start developing what we think we should become. Mm-hmm. Now, the problem is once you have children and marriage and stuff, it distracts that purpose. Because now, it's no more about you.
Your focus is to provide now.
Yes.
Is to take care of the children. Yeah. You can't just be selfish and do you. Focus on you. You have to be considerate about your partner, about the children, about Hey, there's so much expenses at the same time.
So then it means building a purpose requires us to focus on one thing at a time.
One thing at a time.
So I've had some of my clients come to me with 5 ideas.
Okay.
Yeah.
They want to implement 5 ideas.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm looking and I'm thinking, okay, it's possible.
Yeah.
But we have to start with one.
Well, yeah.
So I'm saying start one, master it, then multiply. Yeah. Go to number 2, start it, multiply. Then give the first one to somebody else to run it, if it's in business. So going back to the purpose thing is, if you are starting to look at all these things, then you can say, you feel it in your heart. And let's say music calls you, Amapiano calls you. Your excuse cannot be, I feel it is a purpose. I felt it when I was young. But there's so many people in this industry, I won't succeed.
Hi, son.
Because then it takes away the power bestowed in you in the purpose to fulfill.
You already position yourself to sabotage yourself.
Yes. I've now converted the word sabotage to self-cursing.
And that is self-cursing.
Yeah. The power in self-cursing is believing that somebody is bewitching me and start actually even feeling like you are being bewitched.
Yeah.
And you go to a traditional real prophet and they tell you that you are being bewitched.
Yeah.
And actually you are for real. But the greatest witch is yourself.
Yeah.
Not that woman that they're accusing next door. No, but you. Because we limit our beliefs by self-cursing. I cannot. I won't. I'm not capable.
We are what we believe.
Aha.
We are what we believe.
So, Coach, when I became a manager at 21, I didn't have qualifications.
Yeah.
Now, there are young people listening saying, hey, I don't think I can go and apply for that job. I don't have the qualifications.
They're stopping themselves.
They're stopping themselves.
Yeah.
And when purpose locates you, it doesn't care where you are.
Yeah.
I
can be disqualified.
Yes.
But somehow you qualify in a way.
I started working with politicians when I was around 23.
Yeah.
24.
Still very young.
Yeah. But guess what?
Yeah.
It's not something I thought about.
Okay. It located you.
Yes. I did not even feel pride.
So, because this thing of leadership is in you in a way.
Yes.
Right? So, because you've been holding these positions of leadership from very young age up until, what is leadership when, especially from your journey, especially in what you're doing? Let's start there perhaps and define for us, what is leadership?
Leadership is a concept that brings multiple people and skills and knowledge together.
All right.
Leadership has a word called leader, which is a person, which is a position.
All right.
But leadership is about people.
All right.
So there can never be leadership without leading anyone.
Okay.
So when somebody says, I'm a CEO, I say, okay, Chief Executive Officer. So who are the people that are reporting to you? No one. So you're not really a leader for people. You are a leader of your business.
For position.
The concept does not fall into leadership, but it can actually just end with the position.
I see. So, but leader, my leadership, makom right. Leadership. Who are they leading?
Leadership is not one.
Yeah.
And leadership is not two. Leadership is broader.
Yeah.
So for us to actually go into the concept of leadership, therefore, it means we need to look at the first thing.
All right.
The first thing is direction.
Okay.
In direction, if we are going to a place that we don't know, what is the first thing we do? We look at the map.
All right.
So what would be a map of a human being?
Okay.
Will be having a goal.
All right.
So linking purpose with goal.
I see.
So now I feel like I want to become a motivational speaker. It's a feeling I've had since I was young. And now that I'm older and I'm working full time, I could join a speaking club to learn how to speak.
Okay.
So that's a goal.
Yeah.
Then I can start volunteering as an MC, or I can start volunteering as a program director for free.
Sure.
So that I can enhance
skills.
Yes. Yeah. Aha. So now we're talking about the first thing in leadership, which is direction.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where I want to go. I don't know how to get there.
Okay, but I know where
I know where I want to go.
All right.
So the map becomes important.
Yeah.
So each and every human being has to develop personal goals every year, and hold themselves accountable to deliver. And this has to say short term, medium term, and long term.
Okay.
So short term could be 3 months, medium term could be 1 year.
Right.
But we need long term goals beyond 10 years.
Yeah. The vision,
Yes.
actually.
It doesn't mean that we are going to get there. We might not live up to 10 years.
True.
Maybe we'll just have a goal but die before it.
Yeah.
But it's better to have a vision that you build in yourself as a person, so that you can have something that holds you accountable and that you can follow, like a Bible that you follow, your own personal Bible that you develop. So the leadership concept brings the direction, it brings alignment, it brings commitment.
There's a statement that says that it is better to try and fail than fail to try.
Yes.
So in a way that if you don't have any plan for your 10 years, for your long-term one, it means you have failed to plan, you failed to even try. So we're literally saying that you can start by envisioning it. What is the practical ways of me seeing that 10 years? What is it that I can do to plan for that?
Yeah. And if we use NLP language, each and every person can actually ask themselves, do you feel, or do you visualize? And if any of those
six senses,
yes,
5 senses.
Yes.
All right.
So then the question is, which one applies to you? So if you are someone who visualizes in pictures, then create a pitch.
Okay, of that 10 years.
Of that. And if you can, draw it. If you can, write it, but define. There is something I learned. It's called your vision will pull you.
Yeah.
And coach, bringing the failure. If the vision is pulling you, you're going to fail.
Okay.
Why? Because the vision is big. When the vision is big, the challenges
are big as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
The challenges will push you back. You find yourself now having so much debt and you want 1 million loan to launch your dream. And you can't get it from anyone else. But this vision does not require a loan, because the purpose in you is to be able to do this without that.
I see.
So what it does, it delays you, but you're still going to get there. So in the meantime, you are failing.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you are falling.
Yeah.
In the meantime, what you thought you're going to achieve at the age of 25, you're not.
You're not.
Because their vision is bigger.
Yeah.
You will make mistakes. You will have failed relationships, failed marriages, failed things, because your vision is bigger.
Is it good?
It is good. Failing is good. I'm going to tell you, I'm a fan of failure.
Okay.
Coach, when I fail, I celebrate.
Okay.
Yeah. I always say, oh, why?
Yeah.
Having 6 children, I'll tell you today, some of the challenges, I'm like, this challenge, it's mine.
Okay.
But it's teaching my children something.
I see.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, guys, on Friday, we're going to go where? Then on Friday, things change. I'm like, hey, guys, we can't go anymore. Things have changed to left. Papa, such a disappointment. I said, yes, it is disappointment. But it's because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So people must learn. We mustn't be scared to talk about challenges.
Definitely.
Because we are creating a facade, or we are creating a something that does not exist.
That doesn't exist.
Yeah, we're looking so perfect, but we are not.
There's no perfection in life.
Yeah.
Life is about progress, not perfection.
So failing is good as part of building yourself, in leading yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you fail, you have to learn. So I always say failure is an opportunity.
To learn.
Yeah, to learn.
To learn something. Yeah. Just like a child. The child, when they fall, when they try to walk, when they fall, what do? They stand up and they try again. They stand up, then they try again. But as they're doing that, they are perfecting their steps. So same as you, it's okay to fail and try again. But next time you realize that when you are starting, you're not actually starting from zero. You're starting from experience. Because you've learned that, okay, I failed because I stepped maybe too fast.
Yes.
This time around, let me step a little bit slower than before. And that's how we progress in life, Coach.
And maybe to add, some of your failures and challenges, once you've overcome them, they're not yours anymore. They're the story to tell.
Come on now.
Because there will come a time when you have to tell the story to someone else.
Yeah.
And it's not always glossy up there. No.
Yeah.
There are challenges that I've met in my life where I felt like giving up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on your story, embrace your story because of, but I must say that for one to really embrace their story, it means then they have accepted what has happened and they have made peace with what has happened and they have learned the lesson.
Yes.
Because without learning the lesson, you're going to do it again.
Yes.
Because you haven't learned, you want to do it again.
Yes.
So you might be sitting at home and maybe whatever that you are doing, if you keep failing and failing, maybe try something different this time around. Yeah. There's a statement actually by Albert Einstein that says insanity is doing the same thing over and over, but expecting different results. So perhaps this time around, try something different, try a different approach. You might get exactly what you're actually looking for.
Yeah. It's interesting because majority of us are easy to blame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell me.
So when things go wrong, we're looking for someone to blame.
Put the pointing
to point
the
the finger
finger.
instead of us learning.
I see.
So we miss the opportunity to learn. And let me tell you what then happens. Because we have friends that love us, friends that embraces us, friends that inspires us, they also weaken us.
Sure.
Why?
True, because
they're supporting us in our failures,
even in
giving reasons why we failed. So we have to realize that delay does not amount to fail.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes you are having these people that you are surrounding yourself with that will actually help you to fail.
They are comforting you.
Yes.
In your failure.
And you will fail more.
Yeah.
Because they are not part of your next life journey.
Yeah.
The day you disconnect from people is the day you realize that you needed to live there.
Sure, yeah.
We have that one person, all of us. You know, you don't talk to this person.
Yeah.
And then you start to miss that.
Okay.
Can't you know? Your journey with them ended long time ago.
I hear you.
You keep bringing people.
You don't have to go back.
No.
Life will progress.
No. Yeah, this thing is about going back to an ex, but we'll talk about that next time. But you keep going to people that are actually part of your failure.
Yo.
Because your journey is supposed to go to the next level of leading yourself.
Yeah.
But you're stuck here because it's comfortable. Also, you cannot be blessed at this level because the people at this level have accepted failure as part of their friends and they're comfortable with pain.
And they want you there. Yeah, and they want you there.
Yes, because you fit in.
Yeah. Failure becomes a norm. And they wanted you to be a norm as yours. And they say that it's actually there's no failure in life. It's just feedback.
Yes.
The feedback that you receive in this time around, it might be positive and negative or negative. But if you try it again, you get feedback again. What are you doing with the feedback? That keeps showing you what you're doing wrong or doing right in your life. So, Coach, when you mentioned earlier on about how you grew up, the how you were called names and whatnot, how did that make you feel?
Very sad. I won't even lie. I actually went into depression.
Oh, shame. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you start to have voices.
Okay.
Yeah, you start to realize that, okay, I'm not meant for this life. Yeah. And in my book, I write about the day when I realized that I was not that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the turning point? How did you come out of that state?
I think the fact that I was not accepted in the white cult, in the white community.
Yeah.
So there was a thing of I'm not white enough.
Okay.
And then I'm not black enough.
Okay.
So the question becomes, who am I?
Actually, who are you? Because, yeah.
And I thought maybe it's time to create myself.
Oh, that's powerful.
In my own way.
In your own way, where you will feel accepted, where you will feel.
And unfortunately, Coach, I've broken a lot of rules, traditions, and the norms to be myself.
I see.
Where I am today in my life, I do not follow anybody's culture.
Okay.
I do not follow my grandmother, my mother, my father.
None.
I don't follow anybody's culture. I don't follow anybody's rules. I don't follow anybody's norms. I've created my own. Because I do not know why they created those things. And if I'm not accepted in the community, why should it apply to me?
Okay. the very same things that to them, because when you are not part of. I hear you.
So the story in summary is that my father raped my mom. So I was conceived through rape. So when you're conceived through rape, there's a stigma you carry because then you're looked at as if you are a child of a rapist.
Yes, sir.
And having to accept my father as my father and not as a rapist was part of my healing journey.
Okay.
Having to accept my mother not as a woman who was raped, but as a woman who carried me and nurtured me as a mother. So that I'm not ignoring the pain. I can talk about it. But I am not that, the act that created me. I was created in that pain as part of my journey. I did not create myself.
That's powerful. There's somebody out there, coach, who maybe has gone through same experience as you, conceived through rape. And this person is always depressed, always hating the parents or the father. What can they do? How can they find healing? What are the practical ways where can they start this?
I think the first thing is to realize something.
Yeah.
You are not what happened to you. The Creator creates us in his or her own mind. That creation is not part of our parents. Two people were made to meet. Maybe you became pregnant as a one-night stand.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a child of a man who was married and your mother was a side chick, or you are a child born out of wedlock or in-law, whatever it is. You were supposed to be born that way.
Doesn't matter how.
No, because you would not have life if that act did not happen.
So you are saying them as embrace, okay? Yeah.
First step.
Okay.
That is that. Okay. First step is embrace who you are.
And accept your parents.
Yes.
Whatever that has happened.
Yes. But before you accept parents,
okay,
accept yourself.
Okay.
That I was created this way for something else that is not related to my parents.
Okay.
And that's why some of my ladies' clients, I tell them, don't hate the father of your child.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, there's history, there's pain, there's story, but you are repeating that in your child.
Sure. Yeah.
Because you are making them part of what they don't even know.
That's true.
Yeah. So you have to accept yourself and realize that these people were used to create you.
I see.
But it doesn't mean that you belong to them. You belong to the world. Okay. There's a purpose and the reason why you were conceived in that way.
You see, it's bringing back to purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
So and I can tell you, the pain. You know what is interesting about pain, coach?
Yeah.
Is that we feel it late.
Is it?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
At 21, 25, 29, that's when people are asking themselves, Kanti, what happened to me when I was young? But when they were young, they were not asking themselves. We just grew up.
Do you think there's a consciousness of that when you are young to ask yourself what happened to you?
When we are challenged, when we fail, we look for something to blame.
Okay.
So then we look at our parents, we look at our childhood, how we were raised.
Yeah.
I was abused by my parents. I was abused by my grandmother.
Yeah.
I was abused by my aunt. But actually the act of abuse had to happen to you.
Yes.
So that you can be able to transform into something that is totally different.
I hear you.
In fact, if your father was part of your life, you would not be where you are.
You're going to be different.
Yes.
Than
because
the person that you are.
Uh-huh.
So in a way, we can't hate our past.
No.
We should actually embrace what has happened to us.
Yes.
Because without that experience, we were not going to be the person that we are.
Yes. So meaning, adding to that, coach, we have to take personal responsibility in terms of who we are. And work on the steps to always becoming you. Yeah. Not becoming something else. Always working towards becoming you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was raped. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Are you now going to go on with that?
Yeah.
Or can you go into a forum, create a forum of other people that also have experienced that, and look at how we can actually heal together.
Yeah.
I would think about it, that there are a lot of children in Kokasi. They were raped by uncles, grandfathers, what. And parents and people protect those people.
True.
And
The
then
community does that.
Yeah.
The family does.
And then you grow up, but the whole act does not stop. Yeah. So what if you are that person who needs to bring consciousness? Maybe your purpose was to go through this pain for consciousness, so we can help others.
Most of the time.
Then we can throw them in jail for their act, but also that we can change the status quo.
The status quo, the societal norms in terms of how things are. Swamela, they say that you are born looking like your parents, right? But you die looking like your choices. So in a way, whatever that has happened to you, it has happened. Can you give it a different meaning? Can you define it differently? Just like what you were saying, that you can't go around walking saying that I am a child or a victim of rapist. Or is that the story that you want to live your life? Is that how you want to be remembered for? I believe there's just so more to you. Yeah. And you need healing. You got to heal and reframe what has happened to you to make it power, to give it power. Yeah?
I like the reframing and recreating.
Yeah.
You have to create yourself all the time.
All the time. Life is about creation.
And I just want to say this. It is not about qualifications.
Yeah.
It is not about experience. It's not about position. It's not about that. It's about something very, very powerful called connection.
Okay.
And connection can give you everything that you ever need in your life.
Okay. Connecting to who? To what?
That is what we need to talk about.
Right.
There are people who come to me and say, I'm connected to a politician who can get you tenders. Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I am connected to the highest.
Okay.
I don't need connection from the minister. I'm connected to a CEO I'm not. Yeah. My connection is so high that I don't think anyone can actually give me connection that is connected to my connection.
Okay.
And that is why when we start to work on ourselves in terms of connecting with who we are and connecting to the purpose, the Creator who gave us the purpose shines the light on us. Okay. Therefore, our connection should be to those that created us.
I see.
And that is the only connection we need. Yeah. Why? Because you are driving on the highway, you have a tire that bursts because you are supposed to stuck at that moment. You're about to have a car accident because your purpose is higher. You are not dying today, but you're having a burst on your...
Something just to disturb that.
Yes.
Yeah.
When your purpose is high, you'll be redirected. You get into a wrong taxi deliberately. The taxi you're supposed to go to was involved in a car accident, in an accident with a truck. 5 people have died, and you could have been sitting where the 5th person said. Your purpose is higher. Therefore, the challenges are bigger. But those that have connected you will always shift you and save you from the things that might take you away. Those that have died, they died because their purpose on this earth was fulfilled.
Yeah.
No matter how painful they die. But for as long as you are still alive, it means your connection with the Creator is still strong. Therefore, you have to follow through. But we don't do that. We don't work on our spiritual life. We don't work on our beliefs. We don't work on what makes us purposeful. When I'm wearing expensive things, showing off with champagnes and doing all those things, they create excitement.
Vanity.
But it's not purpose.
Yeah. That's vanity.
Purpose is to serve.
Yeah.
Find your purpose that serves others, whether it's in prison, whether it's in hospital, whether it's in a company, whether it's in government, whether it's through speaking, whether it's motivating or coaching or protection, whatever that you're doing. Find your serving in that. Because serving others is what will keep you alive for long.
That's true. Purpose is beautiful. Purpose is literally, like you're saying, is to serve others in the area of where you are gifted, you are passionate about, you are capable at, you are talented in those things that brings life. When you do it, you feel excited, you feel alive, you feel uplifted, you feel fulfilled. Can you do more of those things? Yeah. So yes, you might have a job that you don't like, but it can create some time for what brings you life. We're not saying leave your job, right? But we're saying, can you create a room for filling yourself up? Because if you always operate on empty, sooner or later, you will feel very, very much overwhelmed. And we don't know what happens after that. So we are saying serve in that area that you find passion, you find life in. It doesn't matter what it is. Passion doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be, what is it? What is it that you find fulfilling? Can you start to unpack that? Can you start exploring that? Can you start doing something about it? Because of your life is supposed to be filled with purpose, coach. Purposeful living is beautiful.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You might find that your purpose is to assist. Your purpose is to run next to the winner, but you might never win.
Hey, everybody want to win.
Yes. Your purpose might be to wash the car,
I see.
but never drive it.
Yeah, but how do we accept that? Let's say now.
And that is why it's important for us to connect with serving.
Okay.
Because serving does not have titles.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
The winner of the comrades won because he's practicing every day. But yet the competitor runs once a week, twice a week.
Yeah.
You're not running to win.
Yeah.
You are running for lifestyle.
Complete. To finish the race. Yeah.
So when you go there, you cannot go with winning mentality. Because you know, like, you have never even 10 kilometers. They say no, you must run in 30 minutes. You are running in 1 hour 30 minutes. You are not ready to win. But can you win? Yes. Yeah. So when it's your purpose and when it's your calling, you know what happens, coach? You wake up every morning and the first thing that you think about is running because you're going to run the Comrades Marathon and you're going to win because that is the drive.
That's the drive, yeah.
But when it doesn't drive you, when it's not your purpose, you wake up in the morning, you go outside, it's cold, you go back to sleep because it's not your calling.
It's not your calling.
You are making it your lifestyle. So there's nothing wrong with us having a purpose that helps others to succeed.
And look, coach, that says that we need each other. Without you helping me as an assistant, I would not be what I want to be.
Yes.
So it's like a body.
Yes.
A body, an eye without the leg or a head without the neck is dysfunctional. Yes. So we literally need one another. So in a way, embrace what is it that you love doing. It doesn't have to, like I said, it doesn't have to be big. Even if it's a small thing, saving, whatever that it is that you are saving at, don't belittle it.
No.
Don't think, mine is small. Yeah. And everybody now want to shine.
Yes.
Everybody want to be in the pulpit.
Yes.
Well, else maybe your job is actually to assist the pastor there, or to serve as an usher, or to, and it's okay. Yes. When you are needed at that position, actually.
You are crying for other people's purpose. And it's difficult. And you're going to fail.
Because it's not yours. It's not yours.
Coach. When you connect with your own purpose, it becomes fulfilling.
Yeah.
It becomes peaceful.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you don't come with challenges. It doesn't mean you don't have failures in that life. You just have to build yourself. Yeah. So if you are sitting there watching, take a paper and start writing down.
Yeah.
What are the few things that I would like to do this week, this month, to change my life? It could be walking. It could be eating healthy. It could be going online and doing a free course. It could be Googling the next university. Yeah. But what we do is we are so much driven and focused on things that in the long term are not going to...
Look at social media. Social media is giving us this type of life that everybody should be living. You have to be a perfection in whatever that you're doing. But you see, we don't really get to see the behind the work. And now if I compete with you and I don't know what you're going through or I don't know the behind scene and I want to be you, then it means then I've shifted from my lane. I'm focusing on you. I want to do what you're doing, but forgetting that perhaps it's not even just for me.
No, it's not. There's a story of these three guys. They work together.
Yeah.
All three of them earn 20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah? The first guy buys a car. The second guy buys a house.
Yeah.
The third guy buys land. So the one with the car says, hey, I'm using my money, you can see. But actually he stays in the back room at his parents' house.
Yes.
And his room even has an aircon TV and everything.
Comfortable life.
Comfortable life. But he might not have a house.
Sure.
Because he has invested in a car that is paying 7,000 and insurance of 2,000. So 9,000 is gone.
Or maybe he doesn't even need the house. He inherited the house.
Yes.
Maybe he's the only boy, and he knows that if I live here, my parents, what will happen? So these three guys, they can't compete.
You see, so the other one is building a house. The other one has bought a house.
Yeah.
So the other one is bonded, 9,000. The other one has decided I'm going to build a house from scratch. So every month I'm going to save.
Yeah.
But these three guys are traveling together using the one person's car to work.
Okay.
And then the other day he's asking them, guys, we're earning the same salary. Why are you not buying cars? And then the other one says, I bought a house. I'm getting married in December.
Yeah.
The other one says, I bought land and I'm building a house. So the guy with the car is thinking, these guys are moving.
Yeah.
But he's comfortable.
Yeah.
Because he has a shelter.
Yeah.
So by December, the other one gets married, goes to the house, start to have children.
Yeah.
And at this point, he cannot afford a car anymore.
Because of now responsibility overload.
Yes. The other guy has built a house in the village. He's still renting a room to go to work. And is comfortable with that. Then he buys a car. So now you have two guys, one with a car in the house, one with a car and a big room, and one without a car, but a house with wife and children.
With family.
We cannot compare our life with others without understanding what goes through their mind and their responsibilities.
And priorities in life.
Yeah. And that is why it's important for us when we draw closer to our purpose to start looking at what are our priorities. And are these priorities aligned to our lifestyle? Yeah. And if it is, then we continue. If it's not, we need to take a turn.
Definitely.
Yeah.
In a way, we are literally saying we are all journeying, guys. We are all journeying this thing called life. But let's journey together with a sense of purpose. Because when you have discovered your purpose, life becomes more meaningful and it becomes more fulfilling. Yeah. Coach, as we wrap up, here in the Progress Lab, I would like for you to tell me, for you, what does progress look like? What is progress? But what does it look like for you, progress?
I think every day we either changing consciously or changing unconsciously.
Okay.
When we don't decide, we still have made a decision not to decide. Therefore, we have decided. So, progress means being intentional about measuring the outcomes of what we set ourselves to achieve in life. Progress means ticking off the top 10 things you said you're going to do today, realizing that you have achieved them. Progress means being able to realize by skipping that one slice of bread that is not helping you.
It's not helping you,
and it's actually making you unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's a progress.
Okay.
Realizing that I wanted to start running yesterday and I didn't run, but today I'm running, and that is progress. Progress is about starting every time when we fall, every time when we fail, every time when we have challenges. Progress is being able to start again. And there will come a time when progress will be eating healthy food. Because as we get old, the fast cars and the big houses will become worthless.
True.
And what will become important will be what we eat, because we want to live longer.
Health becomes a priority.
Yeah. So ask yourself today, what is your priority? Is it career? Is it health? Is it lifestyle? Is it fun? Is it joy? Is it money? What is one thing that you have prioritized? Because what you have prioritized is what you are living.
Yeah.
Even when you do not consciously think about it. As we see you walking in your purpose of the decisions you have made.
Yeah.
So what if you could become conscious? So make a decision to be conscious about the things that you want to do in order for your life to be different and become better, in order for you to start ticking on the progress.
Progress, progress, progress. Are you progressing, my friend? And what does program mean to you? Coach, where do we get hold of you? Thank you so much for being here. It has been such a flowing, insightful conversation. I thought it would take a different angle, but it did not take however the angle that it took, I'm comfortable and I'm happy with it. So thank you for sharing so much with us today. And there might be somebody out there who wants to get hold of you based on your journey or based on what you're doing for life. Where do they get hold of you?
You can find me on
socials.
Yeah, on Instagram. I'm busy thinking now. Okay.
Wait.
Instagram, Tshepo Matlou 27.
Yeah.
And then LinkedIn, Tshepo Matlou. You'll see there is a guy that
looks like
me. And then, Facebook, I'm there, Tshepo Matlou. And then website, you can go to freedom27.co.za. You will also find me there. And you'll find my number there. Don't send me a call back.
No callbacks, no callbacks. Coach, it has been beautiful. It has been insightful. It has been powerful. It has been healing at the same time, because I believe that somebody out there has taken ABC. And I'm praying and I'm hoping that whatever that we shared here together with Tshepo, you would go out there and implement, because I believe that the power is not only in knowing, but the power is in applying that knowledge that you have. How many of us know that a fizzy drink is not good for us, but still yet we drink it? So you see, the knowledge, it doesn't do anything until you do something about it. So this time around, go and implement and do what you have to do in order to become that somebody that you want to become. And remember that purpose, it will keep calling you. Just make sure that you are in tune with what you're doing and that is aligned with your purpose. And I'm hoping to see you next time again here on the Progress Lab. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.